Welcome to SATV News. This is Nuri Alamin with the headlines. Prime Minister emphasizes accurate and innovative action plans with collective efforts to achieve disease by 2030. TCB product sale at low price has been suspended. It started selling through the family cards from June, said TCB in a special notification. River water is flowing over the danger level in Sylhet. Vast localities have been flooded due to the collapse of dam. Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina emphasized accurate and innovative action plans and effective monitoring systems with collective efforts to achieve the Sustainable Development Goals by 2030. It would be possible to reach the goal through the accurate and innovative action plans, effective monitoring systems and collective efforts as well. She also said the Prime Minister this was speaking as the chief guest at the opening ceremony of the 3-day second national conference on SDGs implementations reviews held at Bangla International Conference Center in the city. She joined the function virtually from her official Ganabhavan residence. TCB products were supposed to start selling at lower prices from today. However, the company suspended the operation through a special notification on Sunday night. TCB has informed that the activities will be resumed through the family card from June. TCB has decided to sell edible oil, lentil pulses and sugar through the family card in order to reach the real beneficiaries at affordable prices. After the completion of the distribution of the family card, the sale of goods will be resumed. Earlier on, TCB had announced that it would sell product to low-income people across the country at affordable and subsidized prices from May 16. The High Court has fixed Tuesday for hearing the rule on bringing back fugitive criminal Prashant Kumar Haldar, also known as PK Haldar, to Bangladesh. Justice Mohammad Nazrul Islam Talukdar and Justice Qazi Mohammad Izarul Haq Akondo set the date for the rule issue on November 19, 2020, said the Attorney General A.M. Aminuddin Mani. High Court justices said they have a zero-tolerance policy against crimes involving corruption and money laundering as well. The High Court bench warned that the court will not tolerate or spare anyone who is found guilty in corruption and money laundering cases. Meanwhile, the former managing director on NBB Global Bank and Reliance Finance Limited, who was arrested in India on Saturday, expressed his wish to return to Bangladesh. The wanted criminal is currently on a 3-day remand placed by an Indian court. A few days of heavy rains and downpours from the upper reaches of the river Surma, Kushiora, Pian and Sari and Sylhet have closed the danger line. Near the Kanaighat, flood defenses of Surma River have been burst and vast areas have been inundated. In the lower part of the city, water has flooded the houses. At least 25 villages in the Companyganj, Goainghat, Jaintapur and Kanaighat on the Sylhet border have been flooded. Due to the cyclone Ashoni, several days and the continuous heavy rains and the flood water coming down from the hilly areas of India have increased in the danger level of the various rivers, including the main rivers of the Sylhet, Surma and Kushiora. Road communication has been cut off in the different places. Hundreds of acres of the arable land have been submerged. Additional Chief Engineer said that the people of Water Development Board are working to prevent river erosion as well. Barrister Sheikh Fazlinur Taposh, the mayor of Dhaka South City Corporation, wants to close all shops and shopping malls in the capital after 8 p.m. except the emergency services. He was speaking at a press conference held at Nagar Bhavan on the occasion of a 2-year anniversary of the mayor in the morning. The mayor on the Dhaka South said that the capacity of the Dhaka has exceeded all the limitations. Therefore, waste management and sewerage activities are being hampered. Barrister Taposh, the mayor of South City, said it was time to consider alternatives. Spanish President Pedro Sanchez has praised Bangladesh's socio-economic development achieved under the far-sighted leadership of the Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina. He said Spanish entrepreneurs and investors are showing increasing interest in expanding their presence in Bangladesh. In a congratulatory message to the Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina on the occasion and the 5th anniversary of Bangladesh-Spain diplomatic relations, the Spanish President also appreciated Bangladesh's responsible, active and visible role in the regional international arena, including the United Nations. The 15-day traditional Shilpur Mela has started in Faridpur. The 15-day fair started on Sunday afternoon by the banks of the Kumar River near the Pulli Kobir's house at Ambikapur in the city. The fair was inaugurated by the Prime Minister's advisor on power, energy and mineral resources, Tawfiq Ilahi Chaudhuri. Faridpur Deputy Commissioner Atul Sarkar presided over the function. The Shilpur Mela is being held in this year after being closed for almost 5 years. Traders from the Faridpur and surrounding areas have taken part in it. According to the organizers of the fair, several organizations will perform their cultural programs on the Joshi Mancho on every day. Viewers, we're taking a short break. Stay with us. Welcome back, and you are watching SATV News. Now, news from abroad. A man opened fire during a lunch reception at a Southern California church, killing one person and wounding 5 senior citizens. Officials said the shooting ended after the gunman killed one man and wounded 5 senior citizens before worship hog-tied his legs with an electrical cord until the deputies arrived. 4 of the 5 people wounded suffered critical gunshot injuries. While a motive for the shooting, the Geneva Presbyterian Church in the city of the Laguna Woods was not immediately disclosed. An intense heat wave is sweeping through the northern India with temperature hitting a record 49.2 degrees Celsius in parts of the capital, Delhi. This is the 5th heat wave in the capital since on March. Officials said in many parts of the country have asked people to take the precautions as temperatures are set to remain high. They warned to heat could cause health concern for the vulnerable, including infants, the elderly, and people with chronic diseases. The states of the Himachal Pradesh, Haryana, Uttarakhand, Punjab, and Bihar have particularly witnessed soaring temperature in the past few days, India's weather department said. The Finnish government has officially announced its intention to join NATO, foregoing the decades-long history of the military neutrality and ignoring the Russian threats on possible retaliation. A formal membership application will be submitted to NATO headquarters in Brussels following approval by the Finnish parliament. The decision risks possible retaliation by the Moscow, whose President Vladimir Putin said on Saturday that abandoning military neutrality and joining the bloc would be a mistake. The next day, the Finnish President Sauli Niinisto and the latest discussion with Putin didn't contain any threats, adding Putin was calm and cool. Just hours after the Finland announcement, Sweden's ruling party followed suit, saying that Sweden will also look to join the Western Alliance. NATO membership requires support from all of the current 30 allies. NATO further explained it will take proactive steps to provide Helsinki and Stockholm with the extra potential until the membership is finalized.
Finland is Sweden's closest defense.
Kim Jong-un slammed the North Korea pandemic response and ordered the army to help distribute medicine. State media on Monday, as the country said that 50 people had died since the first reporting on outbreak of COVID-19. More than 1 million people have been sickened by what's prolonging on the refer to a fever. State media said despite leader Kim Jong-un ordering the nationwide lockdown in a bid to slow the spread of the disease through the unvaccinated population. Kim also said he visited pharmacies to inspect firsthand, strongly criticized the cabinet and public health sector for the irresponsible work attitude, KCNA said. In Japan on Sunday, hundreds of protesters came from across the country on rallies on Okinawa demanding a destruction of the U.S. military forces on the island on the 5th anniversary of the Okinawa return to Japan following 27 years of the U.S. rule. In Naha City, more than 1,000 people from Tokyo Hiroshima, Nagasaki and Okinawa held an indoor gathering. Protesters said that military bases have been strengthening instead of the reduced, and suggested that their presence is not intended to protect Japanese citizens, but instead part of the U.S. military strategy, citing incidents and crimes committed by U.S. troops in the region. Residents countered that the presence make the prefecture for the more dangerous.
Protesters said that military bases.
The streets of London saw the inaugural race of the e-scooter championship on Saturday. The 12-turn 470 meters course built on the Surrey Quays area saw the 30 riders across the 10 teams participate in the series of the 10 minutes 6-rider knockout races. Switzerland Matisse Naward powered his electric scooter in the first place, followed by the Britain's Dan Brooks and the Indian rider Anish Shetty. The e-scooter machines weigh roughly 40 kilograms and feature the 6 kilowatt motors and can reach the top speed above the 100 kilometers per hour. More races are slated for the Switzerland, Italy, France, Spain and the United States, with Asia and Africa likely to be ahead for the next abroad.
The e-scooter machines weigh roughly 40 kilos.
Before ending, we go through the SATV News headlines again. Prime Minister emphasized accurate and innovative action plans with collective efforts to achieve SDGs by 2030. TCB product sale at low prices has been suspended. It started selling through the family car from June, said TCB in a special notification. River water is flowing over the danger level in Sylhet. Vast localities have been flooded due to the collapse of dam. You are up to date with the top stories so far here on SATV, and to know the latest news, visit www.satv.tv. Stay with SATV.